Hey, we're back. We're going to talk about the new Robocop movie that's coming out.
Your move, creep.
It's my move? Okay, fine. I'm kind of reserving judgment on this until I see it, because I've seen, a couple of trailers on it, and I mean, it might be good, might be. As a general rule, I don't like remakes. I don't like the idea of taking a good or a great movie. Actually, the original Robocop, man, you can't beat that. Paul Verhoeven, the guts, the gore, it's just fantastic. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of reserve judgment on it. I mean, it looks like it could be good, but it might not, because with the recent Total Recall remake was horrible in my opinion. I mean, it's just a movie that didn't need to be made. It's terrible. But yeah, I'll flip it to Durley, see what he thinks.
I am really excited about this particular reboot. I've been a fan of Robocop ever since I was a child. I'm holding my opinion, my judgment of it, just like Captain is, because I'm not a big fan of remakes. I like the original one, and I feel like they have a very high standard to meet in order to make this a good movie. I've seen the previews. They've got the ED-209. They've got the Robocop suit, which it's a little bit more stylized, a little bit more streamlined, but it looks a lot like the old suit. You can't say it doesn't.
It's true.
I don't think he's going to be running around in black. I think that scene is when Michael Keaton is seeing the prototypes, the pre-Robocop suits, and he turns them on tactical black. Because a lot of the scenes you see Robocop running around in the classic titanium. So I'm not too worried.
You're a big fan of titanium.
I am actually a huge fan of titanium.
He's got a website.
Yeah, Titanium stint in my heart.
That's true. And your website, DurleyLovesTitanium.com.
.org.
Oh, it's org.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Part of a web ring. Robocop, I think, is going to be one of the fun action movies of the upcoming year. There's a lot coming out, and that's definitely going to be one of them that's worth watching.
I agree. I'm going to check it out as well. But again, I'm reserving judgment.
High hopes.
High hopes, exactly.
Now, I'm able to go into these movies now knowing that I'm probably going to be disappointed, so even though I have high hopes, my bar is pretty low.
And what's the last good movie we saw together? We go to the movies a lot. We see 2 to 3 movies a year.
Iron Man 2?
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
And that was a fiasco.
oh my God. Right.
Well, that was Iron Man 3.
that movie sucked.
That movie sucked, but I was so disappointed in that movie, and I'm a big Iron Man fan, and I saw the Mandarin was in it, and I was like, oh, the Mandarin. By the time they got to exposing that the Mandarin was just a big joke, that became my favorite part of the movie. I was like, you just can't ruin it anymore for me.
Yeah.
At that point, and at least I felt like, oh, it's not the real Mandarin. So that gives me hope that maybe the real Mandarin will wake up after this and be like, whoa, who the fuck are you to say you're the Mandarin?
Exactly.
Yeah, 10 rings to death coming at you.
Nope. Didn't happen. It was Guy Pearce the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me off. But anyways, when me and Durley went and saw Iron Man 2, we went and bought our tickets, right? And and they told us and we had to pay extra, didn't we, for this? Because they were going to run Iron Man 1 in front of Iron Man 2, so you could just go into the theater, sit there and watch them both in a row. Well, so we go there to see Iron Man 1, started at 9 o'clock or something like that. Because Iron Man 2 didn't. It was that Thursday. It was
midnight,
it was a Thursday midnight showing.
So it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock when we go to see the first one. Well, we had gone and purchased tickets a week prior, and I bought the tickets. I said I want 2 sets of tickets for Iron Man 1 and 2, and the girl charges me what I thought would have been half the price for 2 sets of tickets. For only one person to go see it. And I tried to stress to her that I wanted 2 sets of these tickets, and she just kept saying, "Yeah, that's what you got. That's what you got." Well, we get to the theater, and we go to watch the movies, and they said they only had tickets for Iron Man 1. Yeah, and it was a big deal. I was like, look, I'll pay for the other ticket. I just want to see this movie as well.
Yeah, well, we ended up having to pay.
Again.
Then I got remember I was drunk?
Mm-hmm.
I went well hopped.
Mm-hmm.
Got some Chinese, and Yeah, so I had a few enemies. So I like getting in the manager's face. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, this is what they told us. This is all inclusive. We get, we get to see Iron Man 1 and 2, and this is it. He's like, rah, 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 rah. I think I damn near got kicked out of there.
Yeah.
It was pretty close.
It was pretty funny. Our friend Brian was a manager up there at the time as well, and he was just standing off to the side laughing at us.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty lit that night, and I was pretty angry.
It wouldn't be the first time somebody from our group screamed in that theater.
Yeah, that's very true.